Let's get this started.
Let's get going.
Get some music here. Episode 486.
486.
It's our first ever 486.
We're in our new studio, the Off the Rails studio.
Coming to you pre-recorded from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios here in
beautiful
Grafton, Wisconsin. Hey, and if you're looking to buy or sell a house, maybe interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call.
414-235-0763.
They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And this week, we have all the magic of a summer and greet with Zophar and Coldtrain.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hey,
everybody. All right, welcome back. This week, we got What You Doing, Terry? #Chimp2. Embarrassing parents. It's not just us. Don't worry. Okay, now worry. Why I like psychology. Scromiting. Nunya Shabusiness. What's normal in Japan? #gentle minions. Banking poop. Raining anchovies. Call the non-electric police. And a sex robot delivery service.
Yes!
Oh, well.
We always have to have sex robots. I enjoy those stories.
All right, this is just a classic internet thing that I'm going to show you guys. It needs to be shown every 4th of July. So you guys know what you doing, Terry is? Or back up, Terry.
I saw this one.
Here we go. Here's a guy in a wheelchair.
Bang up, Terry. When they revert, Terry.
Terry is not backing up.
It's not showing up on the screen.
Steve.
We can't see it.
What you doing, Terry? Bang up, Terry. When they revert, Terry. When they revert. Oh, Lord, Steve. Oh, Steve.
Terry's not backing up.
What you doing, Terry? Terry, what's doing?
Now he's out of there. We got a
laughter's good
an orangutan that's acting inappropriate and people love it. So you go to the zoo and this orangutan found out that everybody laughs when he. There we go. He's got her boobs right there.
Oh my!
Look at him. Oh, and he's smiling.
Wait, so she's doing a photo op and this monkey is just
He's
kissing her and grabbing her boobs.
Oh my goodness! I think that's a Me Too moment. Oh my goodness!
How come he gets away with that?
It's just a guy in a suit looking like him. It's just a chance. I would put on a suit like that if I get a chance to hug some boobs.
Look at that monkey's face with its lips peeled back.
Yeah, but you'd be the asshole because when my Aunt Judy sits down and wants her tits grabbed, and you're like, I don't want any part of that. You're gonna grab everybody's. Not just the pretty Japanese
Why not?
lady. You're gonna grab them all.
Why not? Titties are titties, man.
Okay. I'll bet you. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. There'd be some titties I wouldn't touch. If you're bold enough to sit down, I will touch
and
your
let
titties.
a great ape grab you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ever since I saw that chimp pull that woman's face off, I'm like, I ain't fucking with no monkeys. I mean, like, leave them to their shit. Wherever they are, I ain't fucking with no monkeys. They throw shit at you.
Orangutans just got moved up as smarter than chimpanzees.
Really?
Are they violent like a chimp?
Not as bad.
You remember that woman got her face pulled off?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about it.
They will go for your genitals and yank your shit off. They strong, man. I ain't fooling with no cute little
Tom,
adorable
I want to hear
chimps.
about it.
Go ahead.
Oh, they added adaptability to intelligence now for apes. So they used to use puzzle boxes to figure out how fast to time, like how smart you are. Well, the gorillas would just grab the box and smash it, set the world record. They couldn't tell how smart they were.
Right.
So they figured out that chimps were the smartest. And then Where chimps and orangutans kind of meet in Borneo, there's a spot where the fig trees blossom every year, and that's where all the chimps and orangutans kind of run into each other. And they didn't blossom, and the chimps just kind of sat there and starved to death, and the orangutans moved off to where new food was. So they found out that adaptability, like, hey, if shit don't grow here, you should move.
So the chimps just sat there and starved?
Yeah. And orangutans went off and
found new food.
So we figured, hey, they're fucking smarter than chimps, I guess.
Figs?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We had a fig tree in our backyard. It gave so much. I mean, like I tell people, pick all you want. There would still have figs just falling on the ground and flies and everything.
Everybody wants one fig, and that's plenty for
their life. But let me tell you something. We cut it down, and it came back just off the roots. I mean, that shit was, you could not kill that fig tree. And to think that the fig tree's not blossoming, that's weird because they were very bountiful. Yeah, I haven't had a fig in years. Now I want a fig. Fig Newton.
No, those suck.
Those are so bad.
You don't. What about you? You're like, we're a certain age. You like Fig Newton? Guys?
I like figs.
Hell yeah.
We had a fig tree. We had a fig tree growing up as well.
Fig trees.
That's right.
Well, you guys grew up in the South, though.
That's right.
So we don't have fig trees in Wisconsin.
Man.
I've lived here all my life.
We had Japanese plum trees, too. Do you know, around the house, you know what Japanese plum is?
Yeah.
Look like a little orange. Tastes just like a little orange. Yeah.
Then why is it not a orange and
Japanese plum? I don't know, man. It's just what they are. But we had bountiful. We could eat that shit right off the tree.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was great living down south, growing up down south. You know what I tell people? I said, I'm from the South, but I did not have sex with my sister. We only made out.
Okay, that's okay.
Heavy petting is fine.
I said, no, I was going through a rough time. I was 14 and my wife had just died. And my sister was a beautiful 20-year-old sophomore in high school.
That works.
So go ahead, Tom.
All right, I got a story here about a NHL draft pick. He was having his big day. He got drafted, and they showed his parents, and his parents kind of, here we go. You guys got that? Parents embarrassed him a little bit.
What?
Here we go. And the tongue kiss.
Wait, that was his parents kissing?
I didn't see it. I just saw the couple in front, and they weren't doing anything.
On the lax field.
I'm a little
she
late.
did the tongue.
I'm a little late.
Nice. Hey,
she was the tongue. We got a picture.
Wait, so that was his parents?
Yeah.
Good for them.
There it is.
That's how he got made.
You see, that's the chick putting the tongue out.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's her letting the man know.
Look,
tonight.
they still a young couple. They still getting it on. I mean, come on. Look,
yeah.
we made a professional athlete. Slip me some tongue, baby. Yeah.
So this embarrassed him? I'd be like, good for them.
Well, they didn't need a tongue kiss.
I think it's great.
Did they know that the camera was going to be on them?
Well, eventually, look at the way they're dressed. They know their son's getting drafted.
Yeah.
They're
Mom
excited.
is a little
They're
nasty.
happy for him.
That
Mom is a
mom
little
was-
nasty. I like her.
Yeah.
I like a little mama like that.
She's like, put another NHL player in.
Yeah, let's make another one. I'm still viable. I still got eggs. Come on, let's hit the jackpot.
Oh, well.
Exactly. Look what we can make. Put that in me again. So has anyone noticed, Molly and I were talking about this the other day, your memory is going more than it should be at your age?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
You're like, at this age, I shouldn't be forgetting as much as I should, right?
Sure. I just say I smoked a lot of weed, so I get
Where
it.
am I glad?
Same here.
Okay, but we got another
That's
excuse.
That's my
Yeah.
answer.
The real scientific excuse is smartphones are now ruining memory, and you get digital amnesia that affects the rest of your life.
Oh, because you're so used to being able to depend on your smartphone to look stuff
Even
up?
the exercise of dialing someone else's number.
Dude, that phone number for Roy, that's the only phone number I know by heart. And mine, I don't know my son's. I couldn't pick up the phone and call them if I didn't have my cell phone.
I
For
still
sure.
know my
For sure.
parents' old home phone number,
I know
but I
that.
don't know their cell phone numbers.
Right. Same here.
What do you do when you get arrested?
Try not to.
I
do
know
it.
your
Take your
phone
phone
number.
away.
Try not to get.
I know. I
Give
said
them
that.
a-
I said that recently. I said I should memorize my son's phone numbers in case I need it. I don't know their numbers. They're in my phone listed under their name. That's it. That's all. Do you know a lot of phone numbers?
No, if I lose my contacts, I don't. I'm lost.
What
Like,
about
put
30
me-
years ago, though?
Put me on the moon. Put me on the moon.
30 years ago, I knew everybody's phone number. I knew
I know,
everybody's
right?
birthday. I can't keep track no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to know everybody's birthday. Like, I knew like you're right around the beginning of July, so I knew your birthday. I don't know that to my friends anymore.
You mean you're right around? You knew the approximate time. You didn't know the date.
Not the date, but I'd be like, yeah, it's right
I
around
can
the
tell
13th.
you the dates of all my friends and family growing up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
For some reason, it was important to me.
Yeah. I think that's the part of our brain that we close off. If we're
Yeah.
not using it, it just
Yeah.
it's empty. You know?
So now everybody's walking around thinking they have Alzheimer's starting early, and it's really just you rely too much on
Listen,
the phone.
That's why I got a phone with extra memory.
You don't have to have the memory. There
If
you
I
go.
lose it, I'm really screwed.
Yeah, I do notice a lot of my friends are like, man, if I think of something, I gotta do it immediately.
Or write
And
it
I'm like,
down.
that's
Right now.
old person shit. We shouldn't be doing that.
I'm the same way though. I got to write it down.
Well, case in point, Molly provided me with a pen and a pad
How often have you
because
used it?
I blurt shit out because I'm afraid I'm going to forget.
Yes.
We do
I
that.
forget to use the pen and pad, but it's here if I need it. But that's my excuse for blurting shit out because I'm afraid I'll forget it. Because if I let somebody finish their thought, it goes right out of my head. Again, I smoked a lot of weed, you know?
It's your smartphone. You don't have to
Is
blame
that
it on the
past
weed
tense?
anymore.
It's the weed. It's the weed.
I was going to say that too.
Is that past tense?
Yeah.
No.
No comment.
Look, that's present tense, my friend.
Oh, there you go.
He's
There
on
you
the
go.
So that was the
Oh, there
good
you go.
news. All right. I started with the good news for everybody. You guys ready for the bad news?
No.
Well, too bad. So they found out now that simply looking at food can be bad for you.
What?
It triggers your
Your salivary?
your salivary glands, but also your insulin production to prepare for like the sweet food you're about to
Oh.
eat.
So
if
you look at it and your body goes, oh no.
your body
we're in
already
trouble."
gets prepared, so you can actually put yourself in a sugar producing state without even eating.
Mm.
You literally can look at food and get fat.
So if I see something I want in the store, I should just get it and eat it.
That explains why that woman at Popeye said she didn't want that chicken.
I was
'cause
gonna
it had been
say.
looked at.
Well,
been
your
looked at.
bit, your
I know.
chicken bit.
That poor lady now. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, they should have known that
You looked at her chicken.
Said woman didn't want chicken because she said I looked at it. They tried to give me the wrong order. And I just peeked in the bag and I saw it wasn't my order. So I said, I don't think this is my chicken, lady. I said, ma'am, your order's ready. Lady said, I don't want that chicken. That chicken been looked at. You think I want chicken after he done looked all at it with his big beady eyes?
you might as well eat the skin if you look at it.
I said, how are my eyes big and beady? She said, you got little beady eyes. You got big, thick glasses. The big, thick glasses make your beady eyes big. I was like, she's right. Look how beady my eyes have gotten. Look how beady they got. I don't want to have surgery because look,
Here, wait.
see how beady my eyes are. And I put these glasses on. Oh, they look better. So, look, I got the chicken. I took it out of the bag and I showed it to her. Look at it.
can
You
look at
gotta
mine.
look at it to cook at it. That's why it's called Pop Eyes. And that's why I go to Chick-fil-A.
I gotta get there one of these days.
But that's crazy. You
I'm-
can't even look at food that's sweet.
Shouldn't that be illegal if
I don't believe that.
commercials
That's
are
some-
causing you to?
That's some beta male
Oh,
bullshit.
the commercials. You
I
can
can't see
gain
my
weight
friends.
just watching
I only
TV.
see me and you, Tom.
watching
Something
commercials.
happened.
Well, you know, they used to do that in the movies, right? Flash the advertisements about Coke and popcorn, and people would get up and go get them, go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called that where
Subliminal.
you wouldn't even see
Subliminal.
Subliminal advertising. Yep.
I know
That's kind of
Disney World
manipulative.
has smellalizers now.
Molly, only Tom and I
If
are
you go in
showing on our
to Disney World, they blow like popcorn or sugary smell on you because it helps you have a better time.
Okay.
So I got a popcorn machine in here.
Yeah, we have it's just like a movie popcorn.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really good.
Well, I had some Skinny Girl popcorn last night.
How was that?
Skinny Girl? I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like Skinny Girl popcorn. I mean, that's the brand. That's the brand name. That's the brand name. Skinny
Yeah,
Girl.
no, that's that girl, Bethany, from Real Housewives. That's her company.
Okay.
Yeah. I know about the skinny girl margaritas and skinny girl martinis, and I'm not a skinny girl. I don't think I could go into a store as an alpha male and order any shit or go to the register with any shit to say skinny girl on unless I'm with the skinny girl. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Well, it's just a brand name. Come on.
I know. I'm teasing. This is how military guys mess with one another. Anyway,
I got an interesting psychology story here.
go ahead.
They showed that monitoring your employees at work makes them steal more.
What?
So the psychological shift that happens in the mind is they're more likely to take shit. They shift the blame off themselves and say, well, you're just a shitty monitor. You should have caught me. You're shitty at your job.
It's terrible.
So it makes people steal more because if they were any good, they wouldn't have caught me. You know, people that wouldn't even have took the fucking pens or something. You know?
We don't have that problem. We got people stealing work, like laying on my leg, and I'm having to do more because they're lazy. They're socializing and talking, and we have to do shit for that day's price because the market fluctuates. And I'm getting tired of it. I really am. I'm just getting tired of it. But it is what it is, you know. I mean,
they should take the cameras out and let you.
No, but this is the
yourself.
thing. Like, look, let me tell you something. I used to go with a girl that she was not considered herself a thief. Like, she go in a store, whatever. She would never steal something out of the store. But when we go to a restaurant, she would steal shit off the table and slip it in her purse. I mean, like the sugar, the Tabasco sauce. That bitch always had Tabasco. It was stolen Tabasco. And I was like, you stealing. You can't take that shit away. And she just like didn't see it as stealing. Oh, crackers. Man, there's women everywhere got stolen shit in their pocketbooks. I know that. And it's like,
Molly.
Stealing. That's ridiculous. I took her to a fancy restaurant. She pulled all the steak knives off the table. And I go to the bathroom. I come back. She's gathering up the freaking tablecloth. I'm like, what you doing? You stealing the tablecloth? She goes, well, I already have the napkins. I need to complete this set. She wanted me to buy her a curio cabinet to display her stolen salt and pepper shakers. That's crazy.
Hey, that's good collection. Shit you steal. All right. Have you guys heard of scromiting? This is a new thing.
Scromiting?
Scromiting. And you and I need to worry about this, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
So now that weed is legal and people are having...
Not here it isn't.
Well, people are having more of a constant daily interaction with weed than like more people are having it. So a weird thing happens. Like if you've been smoking like Snoop Dogg for a year, it's not uncommon for people to come down with a vomiting sickness. And it's called scromiting because it's so painful that you scream puke.
Nah,
What?
I'm good. I don't get that.
Is it just from
Scromiting. You ever heard of that, John? John, you still smoke?
No.
You don't smoke anymore?
Scromiting.
You don't scromit?
You don't scrum. Molly scromits after sex only.
Well, she's having sex with you.
I mean,
of
that's called something different.
She vomits with rage.
Rage puke. I like scromit. It's a rare condition, long-term daily use of marijuana. So if you start,
never has affected me.
Scromiting.
And I'm going on about I don't know how many years. Every day.
Yeah.
One day it will just be a
Same
poison
here.
in your body out of nowhere.
Does it
Same
say
here.
if this is from smoking it or?
I asked you if you're still smoking. You said no.
He said no.
Weed.
Ooh.
You, John.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Maybe you
Yeah,
thought I
he's
was
a
talking
rock
about
star.
cigarettes. Alvin, you don't
I
smoke
never
weed.
smoked cigarettes. Never smoked cigarettes.
Right.
Right.
Alvin, you don't smoke weed, do you?
I don't.
Nah,
Yeah,
it'll
'cause
fuck
you
up
can,
his
I think.
flavor.
I think you can in your
It's
position. Oh yeah,
It'll
yeah.
fuck your flavor up.
You know, although when I do counsel the veterans, and when the medication is not working, I do suggest alternative substances.
Well, you got to,
Well, I
right?
had heard that they're treating PTSD with MDMA,
Yep.
and that's a wonderful drug.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just make you love everybody. I don't think you can do it long term, but like, you know, I tried that in the past. Back when it was called ecstasy and the pill, and you go out to a club and somebody bumps into you, you get all you on that shit, and you don't mind.
Right.
It's cool, But like it's supposed to be bad for you, like to do it long term. It saps your serotonin out of your body, and
See,
it's not good. And it has something to do with your spinal fluids as well. It's not good for long term.
that's not good.
It was a good experience to try it for a few times, and that's it. You do dumb stuff when you're younger.
Yeah, for sure.
Mushrooms
And
are
it
great
works.
for expanding your mind. It gives you a different perspective, and you kind of get a certain knowledge of something when you've had a nice mushroom trip. If your head is on straight, it opens your eyes to certain things and it chills you out quite a bit. Would you disagree with that, Zophar?
See,
I've never tried mushrooms.
No.
Oh,
I
what are we
always
doing
wanted to,
here?
but
Get
I've
off this
never
show.
have.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like you always seem to me to be like
I
an
know,
old
I
hippie
know.
dude,
Always.
yeah,
Always.
man. You always just seem to be kind of like,
Oh,
it's just weed is good.
always.
And weed people, I like them much better than drunks. They're cool to hang with,
Yeah. Yeah,
Coke people, I
it's
don't want no
cool.
part of them.
You guys want
It's
to
cool
know
to smoke a
something?
little bit before you go on stage, and then
Yeah.
you're doing a performance, and man, it's just like it's really
Yeah.
great, And you
Yeah.
go on break and do a little more, and then before dinner do a little more. Then on the way home do a
Before
little
dinner.
more.
So that for you, that is 3 a.m. before dinner. Do a little
Yeah,
more.
Well, man,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
like
And we all eat
your
together as a
boy
group.
Willie Nelson out of Texas, man. You need to go on tour with Willie, man.
Fuck, it's about dinner time. Getting to be sun up. You guys want to know something I found really weird about the Japanese culture? Some Japanese stories have been popping up, and I'm getting interested. We just had the Sweden story that was weird.
Yeah, I want you to tell them that because I'd never heard this before.
Okay, that
when
was
you're
weird.
done. Yeah.
So a Tokyo man is arrested because his brother went missing like 3 years ago. And the guy said, I ain't seen my brother in 3 years. I better go into his room and clean shit out.
No.
He wanted to be. He found his a skull and bones, and it looked so pristine. He thought it was fake and put it out for like the garbage collectors. And it was his fucking brother.
So
Dead
he
in his
had
room
died
for years.
in 3 years and became a skeleton.
And there's no there. That happens. The police said that happens sometimes in Japan. No foul play. We're not looking into any. It's when people want to be alone in Japan, people really respect them and leave you alone. So this guy, if you want to be left alone and no one's going to check on you, sometimes you die in that time frame. And
So far, what a great pipe that skull would make, right?
Oh my god!
Right?
But he was
Remember the
reduced.
bone that they used to make pipes out of? That came from Mount Ararat in Turkey?
Yep. I
was a
know
white
Ed
bone,
had a
and after you
bunch of
smoke it,
those
turns
with
pink.
they were all carved up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He had a bunch
yeah.
of them.
So in 3 years, his entire body just
It may be
completely
5
decomposed.
years actually. Yeah. 2017 was the last time they knew him to be alive.
Somehow I hate to say that besides just the natural deterioration, somehow like the flies seem to find it and then you get maggots and they get to eat.
They liquefy.
Yeah.
We talked to a lot of coroners. They say people liquefy and get into the floorboards,
Yep.
and you have to change the
Yep.
floorboards.
Yep.
So I don't know how.
That's a gross smell.
It's just such a weird thing that the police are just like, "Yep, another one of them."
But wouldn't the skeleton still have had like his brother's clothes on it unless he
Hair.
died naked?
Or, yeah,
well, maybe he was naked at the time that he died.
Maybe. But otherwise, I mean, you would think that he would think something was odd.
I think that it should send someone out to check on
how
him.
about
if
living
nobody's
with your
seen
brother
him.
for 5 years and not seeing him?
Wait, he was in the same house?
They were in the
Yeah.
same. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it's the same building.
Wait,
it was
his
the
brother's-
same
just
building.
a
not the
room in the
apart-
same building.
Yes, it was in the same building, a room, and he hadn't seen his brother in 5 years.
They didn't smell him?
That's what we're saying. And the cops are like, yeah, that happens. That's normal in Japan.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
I think the brother should be number one suspect until he's cleared. In my book,
Well, yeah.
throwing away a skull. Come on, man! You didn't occur. You didn't put two and two together. Oh, look, there's a skeleton in my brother's apartment. Cool. Let me put it out for the trash. Come on, who's buying that story?
I don't know.
The
I know
police
that
are.
if
The
like that,
police are.
The police are. They said
Wait.
it's just case
Tell
closed.
them about the was it Norway?
No, Sweden.
Sweden. Listen at this. I had never known this. This is a story we've
All right.
covered.
In Sweden, if you're friends with like a Swedish kid and you're not Swedish, when you spend the night at their house, you don't eat. They eat.
not only do you not eat, but you stay in like you a
You go in
different
a different room.
You can't sit with them
don't
as
just-
they eat. Like they invite you over to your house to spend the night, and then they leave you in a room somewhere while they eat dinner. That's it.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that, man? How you gonna have somebody come and stay over at your house? And
You
you're not
don't
gonna
feed 'em.
feed them,
And that's normal.
and that's normal. Do you want to go to Sweden? Fuck that. I told him I would go right in the kitchen and start making my own shit.
I thought
You
that's
gonna bring me over? What I got to bring myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to eat in a room alone while you guys are enjoying a dinner?
that's more normal than not
That's
seeing
not
your brother
normal.
for 5 years and just throwing
Well,
his skeleton
That's-
out
they're
with
both pretty bad. But like, had you ever heard anything like that? A Swedish custom?
throw the
Come over and spend the night, but you can't eat dinner with us. What the
That's
hell?
crazy. But you know, when we was in Greece, correct me if I'm wrong now, but there was like this custom. If like for Americans, guys, if you was interested in a Greek girl, you couldn't go to her directly.
No, you had to go to
You
her
had
brother
you had
or
to
her
go to her
father.
friend or something like
Right,
that.
right,
Let her
right,
friend know
right,
that you were interested in her.
right, right.
Which I
And
thought.
then if a girl invited you to her house for dinner and you showed up, you were engaged. You had to be invited by a family member. If you brought a girl flowers, you were engaged.
Whoa.
Wow.
Now that's messed up.
You can't walk with them on the Volta and
Right.
hold hands unless
Right.
you're
Yeah.
engaged.
For sure.
So in one family,
Yeah.
they won't even feed you if you come over. And then if you come over, you're in the family.
All
You're
you have
married
to
in.
do is say we're engaged, and they'll let you sleep with her.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
How'd you figure that one out? Because it kind of looks like you had a light bulb go off there. Know you enough. I saw that.
How many people were you engaged to?
No, but
You know, I
when I
hitchhiked
first
a lot
got
when
there, I
I
was
in
messing
Greece.
around with that Air Force sergeant, the X-ray tech. You remember she banged a few guys down there.
Oh my
And she was
goodness.
down in Athens. She was
Yeah.
the artist and shit. And she had 10 brothers. She had pictures of all of them. They were all in martial arts, kicking up and shit. I was like, damn, you don't want to date a girl with 10 brothers. Have them
For
looking
sure.
for you, and they're all karate experts.
For
Oh,
sure.
fuck that.
You know, I hitchhiked a lot when I was in Greece.
Okay.
I would like just
Did you?
go out to the street and put on my civilian clothes, go out to the street and just stick my thumb out. And every time somebody would pick me up, where are you going? And I would tell them, anywhere you're going. I'm visiting Greece. I want to see the country. They would always say, then you have to come to my house. My wife is the best cook in all of Greece. And we wind up in some little town. I have no idea where we'd be, but, you know, there we'd be. And the hospitality was tremendous, man.
That wonderful.
Oh wow, that's great. I
Yeah.
can make a horrible situation a little funnier that I thought was kind of nice. So you know how there was a assassination in Japan, like everybody heard about that.
Yeah.
No.
The prime minister or whatever
I've
Just
been avoiding the news.
Yeah.
It makes me
Well,
depressed.
so what happened is one of these small news stories put out like the famous video game character Hideo Kojima as the assassin, and nobody checked it. No news stories. This has been running on on our news channels that this video game creator is the assassin, and nobody called it because nobody
Wow.
really knows. But now it's funny because he's like this real eccentric video game. You'll see his name at the end of like every game,
Mm-hmm.
and it just went. It got by everybody. Nobody
He
cared. But
didn't do it. They
he
just
didn't do it.
They just put his name out
A
there, and no one knew
prankster
who
did.
he was.
And they didn't like it went from local news to national news to global news. And the only way it got figured out is the pranksters came out and said,
Guys,
we did, like, nobody got the prank. It was never going to be told. Like, hey, that's not the assassin.
Well, don't you remember there was that plane that crashed? It was an Asian thing.
Fuck a me,
Yeah.
fuck a you.
Oh,
or the
we
pilot-
too low, bang,
Hung-
ding, ow.
hung
And they had
big
these
cock.
these
Yeah.
people's names, and it was just say, we too low, bang, ding, ow, and just say it. And then the news was just saying their names, not realizing that they were just describing a plane crash using Asian sounding words. Oh, it was crazy.
I think
We
that's kinda
we
fun.
too low.
I'm not.
So I got another one here that I think is funny. People doing on their own. Have you heard of hashtag gentle minions?
No.
no.
So all these kids around, it's like a TikTok trend that's getting kids in trouble for no reason. So these kids are all gentlemen. They dress up like prom tuxedo, and they're going to the Minions movie. Everybody's dressed to the nines.
I heard you say minions, and it's like
gentle minions, and they think that the gentle minions trend, like if you look at these pictures here are the kids. These are all teenage boys. 5-year wait is over.
They're just excited that they
that's
have
great.
Well, they're kicking them out of movie theaters because they're being rowdy and laughing at
Oh, they're laughing at the parts too much.
too
They're
excited.
being obnoxious. I'm surprised they're not showing some guy in a dress. This is how uncomfortable.
I think
Guys
that's
dressing
like
like guys. I don't mind it.
gentle
I don't go to the
minions.
movies anymore. I'm
They're
just
excited about their.
Well,
yeah.
they're making a thing.
Well, I don't
of-
get the minions. I really don't get the minions. I don't know what they're about.
Oh, they're funny.
I know they're supposed to be funny, but I don't get them. I really don't.
I don't
get them.
either. I don't either. I think it's our age. We just it just seems stupid. It does.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
kinda
Well, you know
stupid,
what?
but
We
they're
don't
also
get
cute.
Woody Woodpecker. Why he's funny?
Oh my goodness! Woody
Yeah.
Woodpecker. Oh my goodness, he's the best.
Mighty
it's
Mouse.
not. Woody Woodpecker sucks.
No.
He sucks. He's the worst.
He's great.
I can't stand him. All right, you guys you need to know this as fast as I have to get you this story as fast as possible. The secret to good health later in life, they're saying take your poop and freeze it and bank it now.
What?
No, I'm not doing that.
Put turds in the freezer. You're
For
going to
what?
need it.
Why?
So you can have your healthy biome. You can shove that turdsicle up your ass in the
No.
future and recreate your younger self's gut bio.
I don't believe in that form of therapy.
Listen, Tom, if I find frozen turds in our freezer,
He's gonna put
There's
them in a
gonna be
little
words.
popsicle
She ain't
thing.
gonna find them. She
You
ain't gonna
look, they
find 'em.
have the little popsicle.
I hide
thing.
turds too good. You'll never fucking find
God,
my
he's
turds.
she's a turd burglar.
She's a turd burglar. I've been telling you that all.
that's gross.
Getting into
Yeah,
my
Like,
secret
why
turd
do you
stash.
always have to turn it into something? Like
I have a
this?
10-year turd in there. You'll never even find.
Ugh.
Carbonite. I
Can we
frozen.
move this along, please? Ugh.
What you don't want?
I haven't seen my friends in 42 years, and you want to talk about turds?
They're only getting older. Freeze your turds now. Your next turd. It's important. That's the youngest turd
No, I
you're
just
ever gonna
haven't-
lay.
I just had McDonald's. There's no way I'm keeping that one.
That one.
Oh God.
You need a stringer to keep that.
So wait, they're literally saying that it's
I
it's
thought we
good
were
for you to
moving
keep
along.
it so you can
It's
reset.
cheap too. You can
No,
keep
they
your own
don't. They
turds.
have the pills. What is it called?
I've
that you
taken
can
the shit
just-
pills. Yeah.
What are
I've
they
eaten
called?
Probiotic.
Probiotic.
Probiotics. Buy the fucking pills.
But
and
it's
keep
someone
them.
else's, man. It's not your own brand.
Yeah, but maybe your own's not good. That's why you're aging badly.
Well, at least you
Tommy,
got
you-
them. So when the turd trade wars happen, you have something on the table
I'm
to play with.
glad I will be dead
Like a
soon,
chip
and
in a
I won't
chair, you're
have
gonna
to
walk
do
up to the-
this nonsense.
They're gonna have poker tournaments where
I'm
turds are the
happy.
prize.
I don't want to be frozen and come back in some crazy fucking world. When my time's over, I'm good. I'm good with checking out.
I raise you an 8-inch deuce, and
I don't want to live long enough where I got to stick
From
an
a
old
20
turd up my ass that I've had in the freezer. I just don't want it. I don't want that to be part of my
well, I'm
life.
sure like once a year you have to take it out and thaw it so you don't get freezer
God
burns.
almighty. Can you believe this
Let it
guy?
out.
Freezer burn. You're talking about
Please, let's
I'm not shoving a freezer burn turd up there.
Jesus. Well, you put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. and-
Defrost.
Defrost. This is
Press
gross.
the popcorn
You're
button.
disgusting. I don't even want to step foot in your kitchen now. I'm not going. I'm not going.
I'll save you a turd. That's how
No.
much I love you, man.
Listen,
I'll
I
give you one
don't-
of mine.
I don't want one of
It's
yours.
not gay if you
Let
put my
me die
turd in
first.
you.
Can you believe this guy? Can you believe this guy? Y'all have anything to say about this? Move along.
I got something to move along. This is for Zophar
Let's
here.
please. Oh, Zophar. Here we go.
Here's a brawl in London at the Eagles concert that happened during the song "Take It Easy."
no.
I love that
Isn't
song.
that irony? Everybody
Take
just
it easy.
and it breaks up. I just thought that was fun irony.
That
Hey, do y'all remember the
It's
bars
very
that were in Glafada Square down in Athens? The
Wovies.
owned by the Brits?
Vovies 1 and Vovies 2.
Yeah, Bobby's 1 and 2.
Yeah, Bobby's Bar. Bobby's 1,
Yep.
Bobby's 2.
Yep, that's right.
Bobby's 1 and 2.
Bobby's 1. There was a ton of CID agents there. Do you remember that? They were all wearing the gray trench coats. And we would all be out there drinking. How are these guys being uncovered when they're all wearing gray trench coats?
Right.
And just before I left to talk to one of them, and he says, "No, we're the new guys. So we wear the gray trench coats to throw you off. The real guys, they're in there among y'all." So, y'all cool. It's a
Okay.
good thing I never
You
did
say
anything
so.
wrong out there.
You know, it's weird to me when I
But
first
Bobby's
got
Bar
to
had live
Greece.
music. I would go there every weekend and play at least one or two
Right.
songs.
Man, I tell you what, I had some great memories in Greece. I really did.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I mean, wasn't that a magical time?
it was.
Marty was saying the same thing because he was there a lot longer than we were. And he was like,
Yeah.
man, you'll never get a group of guys together like that again. It was just that moment in time was magical. And I can't argue with that at all.
For sure. I was telling John when we were off that if I wasn't so young and if that wasn't my first duty station, I would have extended. I think I would have stayed in Greece a little longer, a lot
I
longer.
came this close because Captain Burke tried to talk me into extending. And I said, no, I want to go back. He goes, go back for 30 days and then come back for another year.
Right.
And I was like, nah. And when I left 2 weeks out, I was dreaming about that place. And I regretted not
Right.
extending and staying another year. I really did. We were in such a hurry to get out of there.
I know,
and
right?
We were in the best time of our lives.
Yeah, when you think about the country and there's from the historical place of Greece and what happened there and its history, but there at that time, that wasn't even on my mind.
Went to the Acropolis, walked up that hill. Yeah, ancient
Isn't that where
Right.
you were born?
Thessalonians, like Thessaloniki. That was
Yeah.
letters in the Bible. That's
Yeah.
how old that was. And then they took us right near Thessaloniki. They had Alexander the Great summer home, which was just a big,
Right, for
the
sure.
big
I
rocks,
remember that.
and,
Yeah, I
you know,
remember
just
that. Yeah.
slabs and shit.
Yeah.
But it's
Mhm.
like when you think about
Yeah,
that
the
history of
Nebella.
it-
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
And then, like when we went down to Thessaloniki
Yeah,
to
the
pick up the
Nea
mail,
Bella, the
and
Pelea Bella.
along the beach and everything, and how clear that water
Yeah,
was.
that water was. I mean, I can't believe how crystal clear.
Salty
that
as
water.
hell too.
Do you remember the catacombs at Thessaloniki? Did you ever see them?
Yes, of course.
Where they had excavated like 4 city blocks, like 40 feet deep, and there were these caves down there with Roman arches where the early Christians would hide to avoid persecution.
Yep.
That was so cool, man.
Well, what was that movie with Brad Davis where the guy was trying to smuggle hashish out of Turkey?
Oh,
Midnight Run. Was it Midnight Run?
yeah,
So when he escaped Turkey, that's where he escaped to, the consulate in Thessaloniki.
Okay.
Did you know that? Because when I saw that movie, I was like, wow, I know that place. That's where we went to pick up the mail. American consulate in Thessaloniki is where he escaped when he escaped prison.
You everybody see that movie? My Big Fat Greek Red.
Of course.
And I remember the grandmother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always she wore black all the time.
And she would call the guy a turkey and then attack him.
That took me right back to Greece.
Right. Yeah, I still remember a lot of the cuss words. Boosties, Gaimoto, Gaimisu, Putana, Malaka. Malaka was a jerk off, and Malakia was to jerk off.
See,
I remember all
Yeah.
how much? Where's the whorehouse? How much? Puine clinico.
Posokani.
Huh?
Posokani.
Posokani.
How much is it? How much?
Yep.
Posokani. How much?
Pozo Costini.
Pozo Costisi.
Pozo Costisi.
Easy.
These guys know how to order a hooker.
Pozo Costisi.
Yes, you guys know. Speaking of that, we'll wrap it up with Las Vegas hotels are now offering VR sex robots delivered.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
Brings a sanitized headset with whatever program you want, and it's $50 a day.
What?
That's it.
What? I'm going to Vegas in September. I'm gonna have to check into this.
$50 a day.
Is it a sex robot or is it a robot that's delivering you the VR porn?
It's just VR.
It's
that
the
you're
VR
just
porn.
watching
Okay.
VR. I've never watched VR.
You get the
porn.
VR delivery thing all set. So you get this, and it looks like you're in the porno.
I like the picture with the
guy.
VR
He's just
headset
got
and
a silly look on his face.
the comforter.
Somebody look, if you're looking through that thing, somebody could walk in on you and you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
just go down with your jerking it with you. See, that's another thing too. I'm on antidepressants, so I don't even feel like jerking it that much anymore. I mean, you get to be a certain age, it's enough already. It's like
You're supposed to get wiser if you don't.
Where's you've got a button for that, don't you?
What's that? Oh, this one?
I'm a man of a certain age. Shit's starting to go wrong with me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this past year, I mean, ever since I had COVID, I started to
Mhm.
have these weird things like, well, first, my doctor told me I have a
Look at that.
25% chance to have a heart attack in the next year. And
Okay.
I was like, oh, that means I got a 75% chance to not have a heart
That you
attack.
won't.
I could live with that.
Here's my
Sure.
question
I hope.
about that story.
Uh-huh.
Why do they have a robot delivering it? Because that's more conspicuous.
So you won't be embarrassed.
Yeah, but all the people seeing the robot go into your room are going to know exactly what the fuck it's going there for.
They do now.
Nobody spends time in their room in Vegas.
Right. Who's in that room? Who's watching the hallways?
I don't know. If I'm walking down the hall and I see that robot going, I might be curious to see where it's going.
You might follow the robot in. Say, hey,
Hey,
what
follow
you
the
doing
robot.
in VR?
I'm
Yeah.
not.
How about just our reality? Boom.
Yeah.
Because
Put
you
that
know what?
headset down,
You know what
I'm
they
here.
say, like when you pay for a hooker, you're not paying for the sex, you're paying for her to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 years I've been still. I ain't found enough money
my
to get her to
gosh.
leave yet. I don't make enough.
Uh,
Oh, all right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Zophar.
man, it was so great seeing you
Coldtrain.
guys, man.
Wonderful.
guys are the
Yeah,
best.
for sure. For sure.
Make sure you like and share.
Great.
Remember, universe.
We're not good enough. Oh man, that was fun. Thank you guys.